Welcome back everybody to New Zealand 2 Electric Boogaloo, and today we shall be expanding further along this beautiful coastline, picking the top 3 viewer suggested names for our city to go to the final vote, and also aiming to be self-sufficient on this amazingly beautiful, lovely island. Thank you so much for all the support on the first episode. It's blown me away. If you're enjoying this series, a like, that is always just amazing of you. And don't forget, if you want the same mods and assets and settings that I have, they're all on my Discord, because that's the easiest place to keep them updated. The link is in the description. Repeat, the link is in the description. Right, on to the top 3 voted names. So the first one with the highest number of votes on the last episode was from Dave Evans, Tuvalu, based on Tuvalu, which is an island nation in the South Pacific and part of the Commonwealth. That had 700 votes, so that is going to go forward to the final poll. Secondly, we had Not Flint. Now, they had a few name suggestions here. These had 331 votes, but TG, based on Fiji, was the most favourite one, judging by all the replies to this comment. So I'm going to pick TG out of this list. Some of the other names may be used in the future for some of the other islands. So we have 2, and our final third was from K Solidi. The name's got to be Gibraltar. Map really reminds me of Gibraltar, with 254 votes. So those were our top 3, but hang on a second. I scrolled a little bit further down in the comments that were supposed to be in order of most thumbs up, but YouTube never does things simply. And I found Bill in Ho Bamford with 255 votes, keeping the Antipodean theme. This should be called Teasmania. So we are going to have those 4 names put in a poll later on today, so be sure to check that out on your app. Put in your vote for your favourite, and then in about a week's time, when we do the 3rd episode, we will have our final name chosen by you. So without any further ado, let's dive back into New Zealand 2. And here we are. Welcome back, everybody. So the first thing I wanted to do was just name this little place we've got here, our little starting area. So, we can't do district creation tool yet until we get to Grand Village. Okay, well, hold that thought. We'll get back to that very soon. I also saw all the comments that told me that this actually adds a water filtration system, which I had no idea, because we're basically dumping all of our sewage into the sea over here, which isn't great, but it's like the only option you get at the beginning. So sewage treatment at the minute is processing 26,000 whatever. It's just dumping the whole lot. There we go. 26,417,200 gallons. Good grief, people. There's only like 1,000 of it. What the heck is going on? Anyway, we can turn that off, which I think will just completely bring that down to 0, which would make sense to me. So hopefully it does. Yes, it does. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this one on, add this on here. So what's the difference? Upkeep 2,000 a month. I've never actually looked at this before. That is upkeep 10,000 a month. That does 26 million altogether. Okay, so that might have been a set figure there. This does 66. Oh, wow. No way. Well, let's add this on. Overlapping items. There we go. It's on. Well, hopefully, let's just get the game going. Everyone's going to be happy with that. Everyone is happy with that. Oh, brilliant. And that's probably saved us a load of money as well. And what have we got in here? Oh, we can process so much more. That is absolutely brilliant. And we could probably drop down our water budget a little bit and still be okay and make a bit of money. Oh, good grief. That is fantastic. So what I'm going to do then is completely remove this. Yes, thank you very much. And the pipe that's underground, and everybody should be much happier. Brilliant, that's good. You can also see that we've got a little bit of problem with waiting for a hearse, waiting for an ambulance. So I don't think we actually put in any healthcare. We did. We've got this healthcare over here. What are they doing? They are sending out no vehicles at all. Now that is odd, because this is connected all the way around there. So I don't know why they're not sending out any vehicles. I'm thinking, what is my budget set to on here? 80%. If I just put that up to 100%, will they suddenly think we need to send out some vehicles? Because now we're at 100% efficiency. I think we might just have to wait and see what happens with that. Yeah, as time goes on. So the next thing we're going to do is we are going to open up another square over here. Now, this is heading into the industrial area. So I do want to leave some of this for extra industry, but we have so much demand for low density and medium density that we really want to get this done. So let's just see what that is going to cost us if we open up our purchase map tile. We've still got, how many more free tiles have we got left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, really? 6, 7. Right, we've got 6 left that we can buy. Well, we're only going to get 1. So we're going to get this one here. So let's get that one. Excellent. That's not going to cost us any more money, which is good. And then we can expand over here. We've got some farming available as well. And I also want to try and make a bit better use of some of this land that we've got left over here. I would like to unlock parks very soon. What do we have to get to for that? Farming, rescue, police, transportation, parks. We need to get to Grand Village as well. So we're 1, 2 away from that. And we know it's not population based. It is XP based. We're almost going to get to Large Village. So if we just build this out, then we shouldn't be too far off from hitting that. So I think what we'll do is we'll leave this little roundabout on there. We will pick a picker this road. There we go. Excellent. And we're just going to build off of this and continue along the front. I do like all the beaches and things that we've got here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just sort of going to curve that around like that, following the beaches. And then down here, I'm going to set this back a little bit further. Let's just have a look at the lie of the land. Yeah, we're fine. We're fine. And we'll just bring that up over here. And that can come into there. I'm hoping that's not going to cause a problem. No, there we go. We've still got that in there. Excellent. And then we can do the same with the grass and the trees down the side of this road. There we go, all set up. And I think I'm just going to remove all the trees as well, so we have a blank canvas for what I want to do. There we go, that'll do nicely. So just thinking about what we're going to have along here, I'm definitely going to continue the theme of the low density waterfront housing all the way along here, because we've got this lovely beach area here. But then this sort of section here, I'm sort of thinking we might have, when we unlock, we're going to have some parks, have some commercial, we can have some quay walls and things that come out here. Not quay walls, what am I talking about? Let's go into our pathways. Some leisure piers, that's what I'm talking about, that come out this way to really be somewhere that people can come and enjoy the beautiful views that we've got across here. So I think what we'll just very quickly do in a quick time lapse is add all of these houses down here first, and hopefully that will take care of our demand that we've got. And we are starting to make money and people are moving in, which is fantastic. Okay, there they go. They are all filling up and growing. What I want to do is just pick a little spot that's a little bit further down the coast here. Let's ride along on this boat and see what happens. Oh, we're getting overtaken. What's this other guy doing? Is it like a James Bond boat or something? Is he going to disappear inside this boat? What is happening? Anyway, over here, let's just come out of this one. I want to find a little place where we can put some sort of flats. I don't want to put them at the back here, so they're looking into the gardens of these places. But just along here, I've moved our medical place from there to down here to see whether they're going to send out any vehicles. No, they're still not doing it. Okay, well, whatever. But I'm going to take this piece of land and we're going to put some high density houses in here instead. So I'm just going to take a 2-lane road. No, we're going to take an alley. I think we're going to take a parking alley. Let's go over here into the parking roads. And how is this going to go? It's going to go up. Yeah, it's just going to stay in there. So if we take 2-lane angled parking road, that's a bit wide. This one here. And see if we can sort of build off of this. This path might just have to move ever so slightly. So let's get the alley first. Oh, that was an autosave. Let's have a quick sip of tea. Yeah, we take that up to there. There we go. And then we'll have this one sort of run across the back like so. Yeah, there we go. And then we can build off of there. That is the idea. And we could even sort of come up this way and have another one as well. Just for a second, let's maneuver that out of the way. And we're going to grab this. And we're just going to bring that a little bit closer. turn off all the snapping a little bit closer up there because people are using this, so we don't want to mess it around. There we go. Excellent. Now we've got a nice big lot where we can add in some flats. So I was looking at the medium density places we've got in here. So I've set up my filter to include these packs. You can see that I'm hovering over, and I've set it to medium over here and level 1. I don't mind the size. And as this is right along the highway here, I'm thinking a couple of these might actually fit in quite well. There we go. Something like that. I don't know. It looks a bit drab, although we could change the color. Oh, these red ones, these various colored ones look fantastic. We're going to go for that. So we're going to have one of those at either end. If I stick corner in there, hopefully we'll find the corner one that goes the other way. Oh, look at that. Oh, this is going to be nice. This is going to be nice. And then we want something that isn't a corner that goes in the middle. So these are from the EE. So I'm going to turn all of those off. It's this one here, isn't it? Yes, Eastern European pack. And then maybe one of these, or this one here. That's the one, isn't it? Oh, there we go. Look at that. And then we could be able to take the color and paste that on there. No. Oh, that's a shame, because it's not really... is there one that's going to match? Oh, I think there is. This one's got the blue roof. Oh, it's only small. Okay, well, we're going to go with that, and then we can move this along a bit. No, we can't move that along a bit. Okay, well, that's annoying. Let's do this then. We'll pick a pick of that. Hey, milestone 3, large village. Unlocked. Oh, Riverside Grill. Yes, excellent. That's going to become handy later. So we're going to pick a pick of that and place it there. We're then going to delete that, and then we're going to use the Move It mod and bring that right up into there. Brilliant. That is a fantastic place to come and stay and overlook the bay that we've got there. How many homes are we getting in here? Let's just center that just there. Excellent. So we're going to get in here 18 households, 14 households, and another 14 households. We still have demand. I think I want to do another couple of these, like here and over here, and we can really make best use of this space over here. Oh, there we go. I think that fits in there quite well. And then really we want to try and block the noise. No, I want to go into this menu. Always forget which menu it's in. No, it's not in that menu. It is in this menu. We want the sound barrier for the highway, and we're just going to add that all the way down here so it meets up. Okay, Anarchy on. Thank you very much. All the way down here so it meets up with this. There we go. Excellent. And then we'll just run this path along the back here as well. There we go, so people can still get backwards and forwards to where they need to go. Oh, that's another autosave, and I just think that looks great. And even though we can't change the colour of those, I just think they look absolutely perfect along there. Very good, very good. So we'll come back to these a bit later when we do some detailing around the back here, so we can sort of close off the back of these, make it a little bit more private between the path and the house. But for now, let's swing round here to this little coastal area that we've got, and we want to sort of add some buildings and things. Even though these are still going to have a coastal view, there are going to be other buildings in here as well. That's just what they knew when they bought this place. And we've got these that have been unlocked. We've got anything else in here? If I do both of those just in case. No. Okay, so we had the Fleur de Thé, or the tea salon, and we've also got the Riverside Grill are the two. Oh, we've also got a bookshop. Oh, the bookshop. Does that give us some sort of bonus? It's just attractiveness and well-being, isn't it? Oh, let's just pop that over here somewhere first of all. That would just be fantastic if we could. Do you know what? It's such a tall building. I think we're just going to pop it at the back here. And that doesn't look too bad, does it? Overlooking that little area. That's quite a nice building. Yeah, excellent. Okay, so let's get the other two then and see where we can pop those down here. So we might just sort of place them down and then move them around. So let's just have a look at this one. That is very nice. I mean, you want this one right out, poking out into sea. In sea. Sudden accent change there. And then also the Riverside Grill. I mean, if we can have that poking out into the sea as well. Maybe just go at an angle like this. and have the land sort of build up around it. It's going to say it's flooded for a second and then it's okay. I think that'll be good. Then we can definitely do, oh, could we do some key wall action around here? Key wall with pedestrian path. And this will be a little bit interesting because it's going to try and grip the coast. But if I turn that off and just sort of go along like this, I want that straight. Let's do that again. Let's start there and go right alongside. Yeah, it's going to build up the land a bit. But then what we're going to do in a minute, and then we're going to go all the way up to there. Yep, excellent. So we're going to use the Move It mod. So we're going to use the marquee tool. We're going to select everything. And then we're going to do Control H. And then if you click on a node, see it's going white. Whichever one I click on, it's going to set everything else to that height. And I'm going to set it all to the height of this building. There we go. And it all layers it down quite nicely. And then we're just going to line up these couple of nodes here, which didn't quite go accurately. And I think that's all okay. Let's just collect the whole lot again. Yeah, there we go. Brilliant. So then we'll do the same round here. We're getting like this little path thing popping out under here. So I'm going to move that back a bit. Yeah, it gives us a little space at the front. But I think that is looking fantastic. And then these are paths, aren't they? So we should be able to then just run a normal path. Let's put our snapping back on off of these. Yeah, and we can take that somewhere else. Nope, can we hook into there? Or does that need to move up the land a bit? I think it does. There we go. Excellent. Then that can hook into there and we can have a road coming off of here. And we should be able to do the same with these ones. And then road-wise, I'm thinking, could I just pop in there like a parking road? Yeah, it's going to mess those up, isn't it? Can we go a bit thinner, a bit smaller? This is only one way, isn't it? I wish we had thinner versions of these. That would be great. So I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to leave everything else turned on and just do that. Yeah, so that would work, but I think that would just look a little bit weird. Let's have a little think about what I can do here. So could I just put a roundabout at the end here and have it work? Let's get the straight road instead. Straight road, please. Thank you. And something like that, or cul-de-sac might look a bit better with the tree. Is that going to count? It's not going to count. Oh, I thought that was going to count. No. I like the way it all lines up. Okay, maybe it needs to be... I don't think it's going to be around... Oh, yeah, roundabouts. Yeah, because that'll work. Will it? Won't it? Well, it will do once we move things around a bit. Let's do this. Yeah, of course, once we connect that up to there, then it looks okay. I'm thinking we might just go with something like that. And we could go for a larger road here as we've got the space. So maybe let's just go like that and we'll hook it into here and we'll add... Oh, we don't have any larger cul-de-sacs, do we? But we'll go like that. Wow, that just broke everything, didn't it? Nice. Maybe we can fix that with a little bit of maneuvering. Please work. Oh, mama. That is not happy at all, is it? Aha, there we go. So I've set it up like this and it is fine. We've got the extra lanes on the sides. Yeah, I quite like that. I quite like that. Then we've got some space for smoothing this out a little bit and adding some different shops and things on there. I'm just thinking what we might do is take that height and just take the land back. Do you know what? I'm going to do it all the way because then we can add some key walls down here as well. And then that just leaves us a nice bit of space that we can build on. Let's go like so. Then we'll jump into our road menu and grab key walls and we'll add that all the way, and that little bit there, all the way along here. Yep, there we go. Excellent. That's looking good. So I'm just looking through the options we've got for commercial business, trying to find something that would sort of suit going down the front here. I like this commercial building that we have here, which is like a market, which I just think looks really cool. And I'm pretty sure this will stay looking like this through all 4 levels. I definitely want that down here. And then I was just looking through some of the other packs as well. So there's nothing else in there I want. But if we go over to the USA Southwest pack, down the end here, we've got some motels, which are only very small. Yeah, there's these ones here, I think, that looks a little bit more interesting, or this one. A 6x4 level 1. 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4. Just checking what that's going to look like as we go up the levels. Yeah, so it's still going to stay looking more or less the same. Yeah, so I think we're going to pop one of these in here as well. Maybe we'll have this like the other way around. So we take that, move this over here. Doink. that will fit in nicely with that. And then this one, we're going to pop here, and we could even have, yeah, let's have them at an angle. Let's go like this. We have the parking at the back, and we'll have these at an angle here. And then I'm going to grab another one of those. Let's turn off all the snapping, and we're going to sort of go like this, and maybe put a bit of parking out the back as well. That one's going to not get so many good views, is it? Because it's looking straight into this building. So maybe, okay, another little change. We're going to move this over here. We're going to pop that up there. And could that fit in here? So then it would get all the... Which way does this motel look? Oh, that's the back of the building. Oh, it's overlooking the car park. Right, got it the wrong way around. Let's just sort that out. So this way, and we'll worry about the road in a minute because we can sort of hook it into that road. And this one here could go like that. And be looking out to sea. And then we've got the market at the back. Yeah, I think that'll work. Yeah, that'll be good for now. We can decorate that, and I'd like to add a whole load of parks when we unlock those. We're not too far off. We've got this one here, so a couple of 1,000 XP to go, and we'll be done, which is good. Okay, so let's fill in this space over here. We still have quite a lot of low and medium demand, so we're going to take care of our low demand and build a little housing estate in here, which will hopefully still make good use of all the views that we've got around here. And we've got this little pond area, although there is a railway line that runs through here, but I don't think they'll mind. Let's see what we can come up with. Okay, a little bit of plopping for this area. So that was all from the Chinese pack and the the Japanese low density pack. Obviously, we've got to do a little bit of tidying up here, but we get the idea of what this is going to look like. Do we have districts yet? No. I keep thinking, have we got it yet? No, we haven't got it yet. So we've got plenty of spaces for people to move in, and I think that's looking okay. And then we can sort all of this out. So maybe let's just do a little bit of maneuvering to get all these lined up really well. Okay, I think that's looking good for a beachside estate. A little bit cheaper, a little bit more crammed together, but still excellent views. Lots of space for detailing and parks and things when we get there. But what I think I want to just take a look at now is we are getting some people moving in. We've got some unhappiness due to high crime risk. So we might just need to spend some money on that. Just a quick look at info loom. So residential menu demand. So this is something that you really want to be taking a look at, is I want to make sure we don't have any empty properties. I'll show the vanilla way that we can do that in a minute, but for now we'll have a look. So we've got 75 empty low properties. Well, that's probably just the ones we built over there. They can only come in this way, but with the high risk, high crime risk, that might be putting some off. So we'll see if we can work on that, but we want to keep an eye on that. Industrial menu, let's have a look at the demand on here as well. So we do have a couple of propertyless companies, but I'm not overly concerned about that. So we'll just ignore that and move on. And then our commercial demand, we'll look for the same thing. Empty buildings 3, so that's not the end of the world. So let's just show you how to look at that in the vanilla way. So if you come into these menus here and click on, say, residential, then you'll get the color over here. We know all of these are residential. The empty ones are the darker color or almost black, so you can sort of see where they are. I find using info loom is a little bit easier with the colors and stuff, but yeah, that's just to give you a rough idea. So what you can do now is you're looking at your city, and instead of just seeing all the buildings going, well, I've got demand, I've got the buildings, what's going on? No one's moving in. You can actually see whether the buildings are just sat there empty and what you might be able to do about that. And that high crime risk is ringing alarm bells for me. Pun intended. So which would be a reasonable police station that we could pop in here that's not going to look out of place? Oh, that's a nice looking building, but not cost us the earth, which is the problem. And we don't want it too large either. Oh, I do like one. This little Chinese one is actually very good. 160,000, jail capacity 25, patrol car 6. And it's not huge. And it's a nice low building, which I think is going to fit in with other things. We do have this bit of space here with some car parking. So what I'm actually going to do is just take a normal alley road, and we're just going to split that off up to the top here. Actually, no, we're not. We're going to split it off there, and then we're going to come across at an angle like that, and it's going to go there. So up against the highway, there we go. Lots of other trees in the way. Is that? Oh no, I don't think they are. I had anarchy on, but I think we're fine. We're fine. Yeah, that takes that little bit of space there. They've still got some nice sea views. Got to give everybody the sea views, but they can go out and start patrolling, and that should very quickly lower that crime risk, which means that we'll then get, there go the cars, excellent. We'll then get some people moving in to these low empty properties. So I'm hoping very quickly, if we come all the way back over here and we could put this menu on, there we go, we should see all of these fill up reasonably fast. Let's keep an eye on it. Okay, I'm running this on 8 speed, and you can see that some are just about starting to fill in. I am wondering whether our high tax rate is causing a problem. Let's just take a quick look. Oh, let's come out of that view there. Let's take a quick look and make sure there's no traffic jams of people trying to rush and desperately get into the city. There isn't. Let's have a look over here. We've still got the high crime risk is -6 now, so that's good. So I'm just wondering whether a slight tweak to our taxation might just help. If we knock this down, let's go a couple like this. There we go. Immediately we're going to start getting some more people moving in and we're making more money. So in fact, if I just drop that down, 8, 9, 10, I know we're making less money, but I'm hoping, there we go. Look, now we see the green arrow, spacious homes. I think that's going to encourage more people in, which is what we want. The more people we get in, there we go. Look at that. They're filling up. The more taxes we can get. Excellent. Look at it. Look. Oh, lighting up like some lights that were once off and are now coming on again. Brilliant. Oh, did you see that? I don't know if I caught it in time before I stopped recording. It suddenly jumped up to plus 4,500 just because we've got more people moving in. So that is one of the big differences with City Skylines 2 that a lot of people miss. They'll say, oh, I've got all these buildings, why am I making money? That is not how it works. So yeah, there we go. A little bit of insider information that you can garner from your info views. Learn what they mean, folks. Learn what they mean. I'm just going to pop a path in here, although we are going to do a little bit of decorating in a bit. We will come back to that. So what else can we add before we dive into a nice decorating time lapse? Do you know what I think would be good is a big, small roundabout tree thing right there. Oh, darn it. I thought I was going to take us over. Oh, setting it all up to take us over the limit so we could get the next level unlocked, but it didn't quite work, did it? I do want, though, is I want a couple of these. Just these sort of on the corner there, just to add a little bit. That one just looks weird. Can I take that one off? That one looks okay, just like a little passing spot. I'm liking that. I'm liking that. I have thought about adding a little cut-through road here, but it's... I mean, it'd have to go like underground. Could we do it? Could we just add a little alleyway underground here? Would it work? That's like immediately jumped to 30 feet. I don't want to go that low. So what is totally underground? Oh, there we go. That is totally underground. So this is like not quite totally underground. Will we be... Oh, there we go. Grand Village. We'll come back to that. I don't want to... I haven't used any of those yet, but got them all installed. Oh, we've got some other things. Okay, we'll come back to that. If I did that, that is like super low down. I just don't think we're going to be able to connect that to anything up here. It's not going to work, is it? No. Okay, well, we'll leave that. We'll leave that. Let's have a look what we unlocked. So we've got in here Vesuvius Palace. Might not quite fit in with the build that we're doing here. We've got another, espresso on the go. Now that could be nice for down by our little beach area down here as well. It's meant to be like a drive-through sort of coffee, but we might be able to just change that up a bit. Let's just turn off the snapping and like remove the parking and just have that as a nice little... Actually, I want that sticking out the same. I'm going to add that there. And when we do our decorating time lapse, we'll do a little something with that. Let's just have it facing that way. Yeah, that's good. Right. And that is it. Yeah, then we've got the service blocks over here. Cool. We now have access to the district creation tool. Fantastic. So I can put some districts in and then we can go back and get some of your fantastic names. Tell you what I'm going to do is just get a bit closer to the road that you've had for all of these different areas. So just give me a couple of seconds. I'll do this and I'll be back with you. Right, so what do we got at the moment? We've got, let's start from the most recent. We've got Poplar Square, that new little area that we built in. We've got, I've missed one. We want this little park down here is going to have its own name. So I'm going to pop that in as a separate little district. There we go. So Elk Bluff. Then we've got this one that runs all the way along the front with our beachfront properties, Spruce Crest, which will change. Emerson Croft is what we built last time. Chestnut Gardens is the industrial area, and then Hamilton End over here. Let me grab some of your name suggestions. And these are the names that I've fished out of the comments from you. We've got Oolong Square, which was from Roost Dross 7856. Earl Grey Bay. We've got a lot of bays coming up. That was from 560_videos. We've got Montego Bay, which goes all the way the front there. I'm assuming you're getting the puns with these names. I'm going to let you work it out for yourself. Montego Bay from Dodd Gibbish. That was an interesting name. Sidai Bay. I picked this one myself. Sidai, maker of this fantastic map. Thought you needed a little area named after you. We've got Kettleby Farm and Industrial Estates, which was from Dallagarwood 5047. And then finally over here we have Earl End, which was from John PhD-K, which is what his name was. So there we go. So I think we're going to do a little bit of a detailing time lapse and get all this looking nice and spiffing. I'll be right back with you. Well, there we have it. The coastline is now a fantastic place to head out to with the family and relax. And we've chosen the top 4 names for our city. Watch out for the poll later today. And we've become self-sufficient, making over 6,000 simoleons an hour with plenty of people wanting to move in. As always, a massive thank you to all of the patrons, the names you see scrolling up the screen right now. What do you say? Thank you. Your extra support really does make a huge difference, and we appreciate it very much. Over on Patreon, there's many hours of multiple Timberborn series and other games as well that you can go and watch. Check the link below if you'd like to find out more. Hope you have a great day. I'll see you all very soon for some more, well, we're calling it at the moment, New Tealand 2 Electric Boogaloo. Take care. Bye-bye.